Rwanda, located in sub-Saharan Africa, has been an independent nation since 1962. A strong ethnic divide resulted in the 1994 genocide of nearly 1 million Tutsi people. Some of Rwanda's greatest problems are very high fertility rates, poor infrastructure, and inadequate educational opportunities. We are One Rwanda, and we are here to fix these problems. By dividing the $1 billion grant to tackle these three key issues, we hope to contribute to a successful future for the Rwandan people.
With a high fertility rate of 4.6 and an age dependency ratio of 83%, as reported by the World Bank, it is evident that Rwanda is facing the challenges of an increasing population that consists largely of children, which can be observed by looking at the population pyramid of Rwanda, with the majority of the population falling in the younger age demographics. According to the Vice President of Rwanda's Parliament, Dr. Jean Damascene Ntayakiryayo, if the population continues to grow at the current rate, it will not be able to maintain the standard of living of the people in education, health, environment, food security, and other sectors. In order to curtail the ever-pressing issue of the exponentially growing Rwandan population, the NGO One Rwanda will invest in family planning measures to empower women and decrease the total fertility rates. Based on the Population Reference Bureau's findings, in 2010, only 45% of married women were using contraception, whereas 20% of women who wanted to limit their births were not using contraception, which highlights the need for greater access to family planning in Rwanda. To combat this issue, One Rwanda will invest money into educating men and women alike about the benefits of family planning and will provide free contraception to the local healthcare clinics so women can have access to them. We will use the funding we receive to train workers to run family planning workshops in Rwanda and to purchase and distribute contraception to female recipients. Because women in Rwanda have expressed interest in having smaller families, One Rwanda believes that by providing access to family planning, females can be empowered by having more control over their own bodies.
It is harder for Rwanda to engage in the global trade market as nations with numerous port cities often do. We would like to propose a plan to increase relations with Rwanda's neighbor to the east, Tanzania. With more access to the world, Rwanda will gain new trading partners, many of who will help to capitalize on the nation's agricultural-based economy. This will add jobs to Rwanda's trading sector, create more outlets for agricultural exports, and will hopefully raise the nation's GDP from its current world ranking of 162 at $16.5 billion purchasing power, according to the World Bank. We want to add infrastructure in the form of airports and roads to Rwanda. Rwanda currently has only 4 airports with paved runways. By adding one major airport to a nation just slightly smaller than Maryland, Rwanda would improve its export and import economy and perhaps its tourism industry as well. People are not currently able to take advantage of Rwanda's beautiful landscapes due to inaccessibility. We will also add roads to connect Rwanda's cities. There are currently just less than 3,000 miles of roads in the nation. This does not compare to a similar-sized Maryland with over 30,000 miles of highways. Our hope is that slight modernizations of the currently lacking infrastructure will give Rwanda's economy the boost it needs to succeed. According to the annual UNESCO Education for All Global Monitoring Report, Rwanda has the highest rate of primary school enrollment in Africa. Still, there is more to be done to improve the education system. First, One Rwanda will help to expand access to education for children. Second, we will focus on improving the quality of both learning and teaching. According to the Human Development Report, the adult literacy rate in Rwanda in 2012 was 65.9%. It is clear that accessibility to education is not equal among the population. We will invest money to build schools while also providing textbooks and other school supplies. The second goal is to improve the quality of teaching and learning. According to Rwanda's Education Minister Vincent Biruta, at the secondary level, only 67% of teachers are adequately qualified. It is clear that even with 100% school attendance, there still must be high-quality teachers. In order to improve the quality of teaching, One Rwanda will provide funding to establish training programs for teachers. In addition, we will provide resources to ensure that the teaching workforce is sufficient in size to support the country's large population. Lastly, we will provide incentives to recruit skilled educators from developed countries to improve the teaching quality in Rwanda. Our overall goal is to keep Rwanda's education system on the trajectory it has been climbing. With guaranteed access to schools, supplies, and extraordinary educators, One Rwanda hopes to make this happen. We understand that our plan for development might not be taken well with some people of Rwanda. Our methods of family planning may conflict with both religious and cultural beliefs, and our efforts to improve the economy and infrastructure might be taken with offense. However, we believe our thorough development plan of action will convince Rwandans otherwise. One Rwanda is committed to bettering the life of the people of Rwanda. We hope that our efforts in decreasing fertility rates, adding much-needed airports and roads, and improving the education system will do just that. Our $1 billion plan is ready for action.